Well, hello. We are on another fishing adventure today. Today I am on a lake that I've fished a number of times. It's loaded with bass, bluegill, crappie, pretty much you name it. I've always caught something every time I've fished here. As you can hear, it's a little bit windy today. We've had on and off showers today, and looking at the radar, we're not supposed to get anything for like the next 30 or so minutes, but that also showed it fizzled off. So technically I've probably got about another 6 hours before the next line of showers comes through. The other thing that's going to be interesting about today's fishing adventure is this is going to be the first time I use a bait casting rod. Normally I use spinning rods, and I was looking for something that could be a little bit quicker action to cast from a kayak, a little bit easier to cast from a kayak without really having to do a whole lot of swinging. So we're going to see how I do with this rod. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, and this wind is really picking up, so I think probably what I'm going to end up doing is paddling over to the other side and then drifting back this way. Now I will admit, I've had some family concerns about the fact that I've been fishing from a kayak, and the reason being is there was a drowning at a lake earlier this week. Somebody was fishing from a kayak. They saw him fishing. His kayak flipped and he never came back up. Now it didn't say whether or not he was wearing a life vest. It didn't say whether or not he was standing up in his kayak, or what was going on. I try to be careful. I always wear a life vest. I never stand up in my kayak. I never do anything to really rock my kayak. Alright, let me get this pole set up. That's dropping a little bit fast. So one thing I learned on these bait casts is you gotta adjust every time, adjust the tension, because you don't want it falling too fast where you can actually get a rat's nest. Alrighty, well, I had to work out getting here, fighting in the wind, but I'm in a side where I'm a little more protected from the wind, and taking casts all the way up here, no bites, nothing. So far, nothing but nothing but nothing. Well, this is definitely an interesting day. We moved on to the whopper plopper, casting it in the weeds, and absolutely nothing. It's definitely been an interesting day, interesting summer as far as bass fishing goes. And I'm not the only one. Everybody's saying it. Bass fishing has been extremely slow this year. Trout fishing was weird. They weren't hitting on the usual trout stuff. Bass fishing is being slow. It's got a nice gazebo. Kind of like a summer camp I would like to have. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go back to our brother worm. We got our first fish on. He's taking line. There we go. I'll set the hook. Oh yeah. So he stays on. Oh, he feels like oh, he just threw my worm at me. A largie. It's a largie. Come here, you. I want my hook. Oh, there he is. Just snapped the line. The wind is definitely picking back up. You can feel the coolness in the air. I think the cold front is coming through, so hopefully these fish start getting active. Alrighty, we got another one on. He's taking line. I need to get myself turned around. Okay. This time I got my grippers ready, so let's see if we're going to get him. I'll go ahead and set the hook if he's still on. Oh yeah, he's still on. Alright, the question is he still on, or has he got me hung up? Nope, you got me hung up. Alrighty, well, we got another fish on. He was just tugging, he was just taking line. Kind of stopped now, so I'm going to go ahead and set the hook. I've got my grippers ready this time. Let's see if we can catch this one. Nope. Apparently I got another one on. And he feels big too. Yep, no largie. No largie. Let me get the grippers this time. Well, there we go. Oh, just dumped the whole reel in the water. Oh well. Yeah, largie number 2. I'll take that. A little small to keep, but I'll take a largie number 2. Yep. Alrighty. Bye-bye. So, actually using this purple speckled worm tubular looking thing. Gotten 3 bites off of this so far. Caught 2 largies. So, as I was saying earlier, this lake never disappoints me. I always catch something when I come here. And today I'm fishing it from a kayak. So I got to cruise more of the lake. Started out slow, but as the day is ending, we're getting more and more hits. It's a beautiful day. Clouds are starting to come in. As we got that other front starting to come in. Maybe not. Give us some more rain. We need the rain desperately, but I was disappointed when it was raining earlier, and I wanted to come out on the lake because I work a lot. Not just at my job. I mean, when I work a lot, I mean, there's a lot of home stuff that has to be done, and so my time out on the lake doing my recreation is limited. plus we just came off of 6 weeks of 6 days of 100+ degree temp indexes, so it wasn't good to get outside. But yeah, happy to be on the lake now. And tell you one thing though, after about 5 hours of sitting in the kayak, your bum gets a little sore. Alrighty, well, it's starting to get dark, the clouds are building, making my way slowly back to the car. Had a good day out on the lake. Definitely needed this. Definitely need to be out on the lake. So glad I bought this kayak. I'm enjoying it. Alrighty, well, as you can see, it's getting dark, which means it's time for me to head in. Spent a good number of hours out on this lake today. Had a good day. The rain held off, thank God. We're almost at the boat launch. Got a couple largies. This lake, don't let me down again. I always catch something when I'm out on this lake. This is why I like it. As far as fishing with a bait caster, and I'll wait till this wind calms down before I try and talk. Get a little more in this cove over here, sheltered from the wind. Okay, so as far as the bait caster, I think I'm gonna like it. It's a definitely new way of fishing as opposed to using a spinning rod. Definitely got to practice with it for the lighter baits, but for the worms it was doing pretty good. Able to cast it out there far, got 2 largies on it, and mitigated all the rat's nests that I was getting. Makes it a lot easier when I do get a hit to hit the button and feed the fish. Got it a little bit scraped up already on the handle. I think one thing I'm going to do to the kayak though is that pole holder I'm probably going to remove. It's not really a good setup for trolling for either a bait caster or a spinning rod. I don't know if it's the way I got it mounted, but where it is I keep hitting the paddles with it, so it's definitely got to go. So I'm at the boat launch now. I'm going to go ahead, get the boat all loaded up on the car, and head home. So we'll see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, helps out my channel, and we'll see you on the next adventure, whether it's hiking, camping, fishing, whatever.